A little context. It is Thanksgiving week, and I am the oldest of 7 kids. We are not going to see a lot of my family this week, but I have gone through a number of different family Thanksgivings, and I am going to do what I can to help you make this the best Thanksgiving that you can remember. Well, at least not the worst Thanksgiving that you can remember from a communication standpoint. Let's go ahead and apply some call planning. Now, here's a little bit more background. We're Irish Catholic. I was born in New York. My family originates from the Midwest, Michigan, and then part of Canada. There can be a lot of drinking that goes on. There can be a lot of emotion that goes on. There can be a lot of stuff that can happen at a Thanksgiving when you get around a large family or even a small family. So let's apply some call planning. Number one, who is going to be there? Who? The big thing about this who, remember, the most important who are the host, the people who are hosting the thing. The reason why they're the most important who in this context is because they're going to control kind of the narrative and the feel and the vibe and the thing that's going around the house. And there's going to be a lot of stress. They're going to be so stressed out about making sure that this is a good Thanksgiving and nobody hates each other and everybody has a good time. There's going to be a lot of stress. Well, on their objective side, their objective, they want to make sure everybody has a good time. There's not a lot of fighting, that the food comes out on time. You know, like all of those kind of things. Those are some of the things they want to do at a good Thanksgiving. On our side, our objective, my objective specifically, I want to make it out alive. I want to make sure that I don't say something inappropriate, that I don't ask the wrong question at the wrong time in the wrong context that ultimately turns into World War III. So I want to make it out alive. I want to reduce the fighting, and I want to have a little bit of fun. And you can kind of isolate and you kind of figure out who in the room is really interested in having a lot of fun. Now, one of the cool things about a Thanksgiving call plan is it can get really complex because there's a lot of who's. Remember, there's the who that are the hosts. There are the who that are the guest. Then there are sub-guests inside here like spouses and kids and all of that other kind of stuff. Others, hey, look, sales kickoff. You might even run into these kind of challenges at an SKO, spouses, kids, and others that are around there. Breathe, take some time. Remember the objectives of the people that are on the other side. Remember what your objectives are, and ideally stay focused on what your desired next steps are, which are, number one, get out of there on time. You might have to do the old Irish goodbye depending on how large the family is. And this is one of those things I am not good at. Again, Irish Catholic, but not good at Irish goodbyes. I want to go and say goodbye to everybody. Sometimes you may just have to disappear. The other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you get invited again. If the behavior that you exhibit is not something that is going to get you invited back, maybe you don't do it. And the third thing you want to do is no fights with your spouse. If the behavior that you exhibit is not ideal to turn into a no fight with your spouse, don't do it. Apply a little bit of call planning, go in there with a plan, work the plan, execute the plan, have a blast, have fun. Be appreciative of the fact that you're able to hang out with family and friends. Sit back and listen to the conversation. Don't feel like you've got to share your perspective all the time. Ask questions, open-ended questions. It's amazing what happens when you ask open-ended questions, what people will be willing to share. Some of the people in that room haven't had a chance to share a lot. Give them an opportunity and don't judge. Hope you have an awesome Thanksgiving week. This is one of my favorite weeks of the year. Hope you had a little bit of fun with this call plan. You can apply this call plan when you go to events like your sales kickoff. You can apply this call plan when you're doing events within your own organization, and you can apply this type of call planning to any meeting or interaction that you have with anyone. Have an awesome Thanksgiving, and thank you.